One-foot-flipper.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Paige here, the 1 Foot Flipper. You know what I've done? I've filled up now a second eBay store. I had the card store 100% full, 11,000 items. And now I've also managed to at least fill the normal listings of a second store, the store that I actually promote and talk about. See, I've got the store level where you get 1,000 items plus 10,000 in select categories. And I've filled my 1,000 up. My select categories, nowhere near. But that means I've got to either consider upgrading that and then paying nearly $100 a month for eBay accounts, or I've got to start getting some stuff out or moving items over to my long tail card account, my worst items, which is, I believe, what I'm going to do. Because my card account, I specifically keep it segregated because it's very long tail. I want to know when it's just time to shut it down. And I can also move bad items over there. You know, things that, yeah, this might sell someday. I don't want to mark it down every month because this is probably waiting for that particular customer to come along. Those items can be moved over there. Plus, space opens up on that account every day because I sell cards in it every day, but I don't reload it with any new cards. Whoa! So I guess that's what I'm going to be working on. Sales are still mostly the dumpster. I mean, I'm up a little bit month over month, but it's just barely. But that's also because, you know, I'm fighting against 18 months of mostly putting in bad stuff and 2 weeks of putting in good stuff. So I know that's going to turn around. Later in the video, we will look at my high-end plush buy from ADH Dave, and we will also solve the mystery of the 2 Timmys and the Hot Wheels that cost more to ship than they sold the items for. Stay tuned. All right, it's mail time here, and I've got a package from ADH Dave. Let's see what is in it. Notice I'm using a knife to open this. I'm not using a screwdriver or my keys like an animal like I have in recent videos.
And who's that thanks to?
We have a bear, a small bear with articulated arms and legs. We have another bear. A koala bear. An anime character whose name I do not remember. I don't remember what these are called either. 2 more anime characters. And this guy, I believe he's from one of the banned Disney movies, Brer Fox. All right, I'm going to get all these listed and see how much money I'm going to lose getting these off Dave. Check in a minute. All right, it's Friday evening. Let's do some sales. Normally I don't pack up on Friday evenings, but we're going to take this stuff to the... What's that place with the mailman? The post office. Yeah, we're going to take this stuff to the post office tomorrow morning. This just sold 30 seconds ago, so it's not down here. It's a Louisville Slugger B-53 Bomber softball bat, sold for $17.99. Believe that's been in my store since this morning. Sold on a 10% off offer. Matchbox Top Gun aircraft carrier with the Top Gun graphics stripped off of it. It extends. This sold for $20. I got this at the bins earlier this week. For $97.37 on a pair of American Optical gold frame aviators, likely Vietnam era, sold for $97.37. These belong to Meta Bubbles, so he's going to get plenty of money on his spreadsheet. Hey, Christmas is coming. Now, you could choose to buy Christmas ornaments from any YouTuber you wanted to. No matter how many sheds or how few sheds they have, how many legs they have, or how many legs they don't have, but I encourage you to buy Christmas ornaments from me because then my family gets money. Somebody bought 4 of these Jolly Jingles, and I'll be putting all 4 of her little girls' names on them. $31.36. Actually, my wife puts the names on. I don't. I have bad handwriting. Tinkerbell aluminum drinking mug, $14. That's a Goodwill Bins item. I sold and cannot find a 1973 St. Louis Cardinals baseball yearbook, $5.98. I possibly sent that to Carry American Arbitrage with a bunch of baseball cards. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. I can't find it. I might have to cancel the order somehow. I sold a craft gourd, $20. I know you haven't seen one of these on my channel in like a year. That's because I ran out of them a year ago, but I found this one underneath a stack of packing material. And it sold at twice the price that I used to sell them at because I'm no longer flooding the market and bringing it all down. Classic Traveler role-playing game, Adventure number 13, $55.76. Not bad. Another one of those items that my wife says, why did you get this? From the Goodwill outlet, a smiley face flag / banner, real thick and nice, sold for $15 in about 2 weeks. Certain things I just universally pick up at the bins. I get almost all posters unless they are modern sports posters. I generally pick up all flags and banners as well. The reason I don't pick up modern sports posters is because usually nobody wants them. Almost any other poster I can sell. Another bins item, been in the store for 2 days maybe. A Starfire Q underwater fishing light / lure, sold for $25. A sealed Springbok kitchen poster, sold for $15.95. This is also a bins item. I am no longer getting puzzles at the bins unless they are sealed until the puzzle market recovers. Where is it at? Oh, here they are. I sold 5 illuminated light switches for your house. $9.85. I had 3 or 4 lots of those, and it took 3 or 4 years to sell 3 or 4 lots of them. My wife would have picked this out. It is a penguin trinket box, $4.99. 23 Fisher-Price Little People in a plastic bag for $8.50. I don't remember where those came from. Actually, probably from the Goodwill bins, and this weighs at least 2 pounds, if not 3, so I basically made nothing on this. Oh, they paid a ton of shipping though, $15.40, so I'll probably make some money on the shipping. So, anybody know what this hat is? It says Willie and Bert. It looks like Burt Reynolds. I have no idea who Willie is. The brim of the hat is cracked. It sold in 2 hours for $20 when I put it up, so somebody obviously knows what it is, but I don't. Alright, that's all the sales for now. Let's get to the next segment. Alright, a few videos ago, I talked about somebody who was selling Hot Wheels on eBay, shipped for less money than it cost to ship them. And I wanted to see if anybody knew what was going on or tried to figure out what they were doing. And I didn't buy one, but several of my friends and viewers did. What I did the same day is I bought a Hot Wheels for $1.20 shipped at free shipping at auction. And so this is going to be a tale of two Timmys who sell Hot Wheels. The number one Timmy who had buy it now prices, cheaper than it cost to ship them. Now, my first thought was actually that he was just abusing a shipping account that belonged to somebody else. That turned out not to be the case at all. Everybody who got these things, they got them with retail postage, retail priority mail postage on them that cost over $10. I should have some photos here to put up unless I'm stupid enough to have lost them. So this person is selling Hot Wheels for $2 to $3, going to the post office and getting retail priority postage. Now, this has gone from me thinking that they're stealing from their employer to me thinking the problem is actually dementia. I did look up the address. The person does live in a home that is, well, valued in the 7 digits in quite a nice neighborhood. So I'm thinking that Grandpa has had an eBay account for a very long time and really enjoys it, and he has enough money that they're just humoring him and still letting him do it even at a loss. I'm also going to remove the links to this account from the other video. I don't need anybody else taking advantage of Grandpa. So if you can find it, that's great, but I'm removing the links from the other video. Now my Timmy, apparently, he tried to send his Hot Wheels standard envelope. Didn't put it in an envelope, at least I don't think he did. It took 11 messages back and forth with him, with me asking if he put it into an envelope and him trying to dodge it, and finally saying no, he put it in a box. But then he put standard envelope addressing on it, and it finally showed up. Postage due for $4.40 postage due at my house. Now that Timmy, I have no idea how many he shipped out like that. I hope it wasn't too many. I didn't even leave the guy bad feedback or ask for my $1.20 back. Honestly, he's going to be in it so hard for this stuff already, and I was only buying it for research/joke purposes anyway, which I feel like I got even more out of. So let's hope this guy has better luck in the future and doesn't have to pay all these postage dues things on things he was already losing money on. All right, on to the next part. All right, I've got them all put in, and it's not looking good. Now, before I want to get into this, none of this is Dave's fault. I comped every single one of these items before I bid, yet somehow it all went wrong. Like these Inquisitor Master Slumber Party plushes, these were showing $20 when I bought them. $20 each, plus evaporated to $10 each in 3 days in between when I bid and I got them. This fancy Ann Carlo bear, lots of people. Last Ann Carlo bear that sold at auction. It sold for $6.99. This Mary Thought bear. Mary Thought bears, as far as I can tell, sell at completely random prices from $10 to $400. Dave had this at $50. I put it at $150. I have no expectations of getting any price for this bear whatsoever, because these things really price like a lottery ticket. I don't understand it in any way. This guy does not work. I took him apart, cleaned his battery compartment, gave him new batteries. He does not work, and he shows, despite the fact he's very old, he tends to show up still new in package, so he's going to sell for about nothing. Every koala like this I can find is made with kangaroo hair, except for this one. Probably going to sell for $10 or less. And Bird Fox is the only thing that did not go wrong in between when I bid on it and when I got it. Bird Fox is probably going to sell for $30 to $35. Otherwise, unless this guy hits, I'm going to lose money on this lot. All right, let's move on to something less depressing. Thanks for the auction, Dave, though. None of that is your fault. It's just comps went bad. I'm bad at comping, and there were 3 people in that auction who were determined to simply buy every single item, and they were bidding most things in it above eBay price, like not just eBay sell price, but eBay shipped price. It was kind of incredible. Well, for Dave at least. Didn't work out too well for me.
I've made a huge mistake.
All right, let's do some sales here. I sold this St. Louis Cardinals 1973 yearbook for $5.98. Not bad. I think you might see that in another video where I say I can't find it. I did indeed find it. Toastmaster temperature probe controller, $6. I always pick these up at the bins because they sell for $6 or $7 and they always sell fast. We got ourselves a double LP Santana Moonflower, $8.25. This is a ceramic stoneware house. I got this from my buddy and yours, Jimmy the Dolphin Flipper. Sold for $9.17. So Jimmy will get a little bit of money on his spreadsheet. Not that much. Hercules Legendary Journey for Nintendo 64. Sold for $16.74. Now, somebody had been messaging me promising to buy and pay for this item on Thursday. They were messaging me for like 5 days letting me know that. And every time I'd say, thank you. Come Thursday, Nah, it didn't sell. Come Saturday, it sold to somebody else. I sold 2 posters. Miracle on 34th Street and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I'm just going to unroll it just enough to show Harry Potter here. They originally bought Miracle, and I messaged the buyer and said if they want to buy any more posters from me today, that I will give them free shipping on the extra posters, because I can get a lot of posters into one shipping tube at the same cost. So they went on and bought Harry Potter as well. It was $7.05 on Miracle and $6 on Harry Potter. I had nothing into those at this point. One of them came from the ADH Dave poster buy that's paid for itself 6 times over. And the other one came from the Goodwill bins, which meant I had about 10 cents into it. Pokemon Sword and Shield mini binder. Had a couple of big cards in it. Sold for $9.41. Mash Jigsaw Puzzle. Got this from the bins. Sold for $9. Sold in less than a month, too. Uriah Heep X Library. Sold for $4.18. That took quite a while. A lot of buyers will not buy X Library because, you know, giant thing on the front messing it up, and they can often be pretty heavy wear. Sherman Park Electric Pencil Sharpener, $9.18. I probably paid $8 for this, honestly. Well, never mind. I wouldn't have bought this at the bins. I probably paid $2 for it at a garage sale. And I'll probably make money on shipping because it's both heavy and compact. I got myself a cheap Escort at the bins the other day. An American Tourister Escort train case. This sold in less than 1 day for $25. And note, it's got the combination right here.
That's the stupidest combination I ever heard in my life. It's the kind of thing an idiot would have on his luggage.
Oh, that's the sort of item where you're going to want to look at the solds, because when listed as a train case, they would sell for much more than if you use different keywords. Like, if you use the makeup keyword instead, it sold for much less. One of my wife's picks, a rooster trinket, sold for $6.64. And I just did a big, since I sat down, I apparently sold 4 hats for $73.04, but they're just going to be in the next video since I haven't pulled them yet. All right, on to the next segment. All right, thanks for making it all the way to basically the end here. Could you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already? Half of you aren't subscribed, and subs are the only reason I'm in this for the most part. You know, makes me feel special. Guess I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna go look through my recent purchases and look for items that can fit in the collectibles category, because that's the only category I have room left in my store. Thanks, and I hope to see you again soon.